Oh, hello and welcome to another update video about XRP. So you can see on the chart that the XRP price is still, you could say, consolidating above the 2021 high, which is the green line. That's the price top here that formed around $1.96, yeah, in May 21, April 21. The price only recently broke above this level. That was early in December, end of November, early December last year. And we're now, since then, the price has been consolidating above this level, which is quite good. That's quite good because it indicates that, you know, it's a different market to what it was like the last few years when the price broke above levels and then it just broke down again quickly. We at least we don't have that at this stage, right? So that's looking decent. In addition to that, I think it's important to understand that the market could easily form one more high, which I have labeled here in yellow as possible wave 5. Now you can see when we zoom in a little bit that there's a nice green candle. We're going to take a look at that on the smaller time frame. But the purpose here of the 4-day analysis is to give you the idea of the context. Okay, so don't be surprised that I've zoomed out. I want you to see the chart. And you can't do that when I zoom in further. And the thesis would be that the market can form at least one more high in this cycle, right? At least one more high. Maybe there's going to be another higher low and another higher high. So another so-called 4-5 pattern. But that's nice to have. We don't know that yet. So at the moment, the focus would be on one more high in wave 5 of 3 or of a larger degree 5th wave. So it could be a major top that's forming after the next high. So it's something to be prepared about. And that's what we try to do here with these videos. Not to, make you bearish, but just to let you know that after the next high, you have to be very, very careful, cautious. Cautious and bearish are two different things. So looking at the smaller time frame chart then, we have a nice triangle pattern that's forming. I still very much like the idea of a triangle. I mean, we all know that triangles tend to morph into something else. I still like the idea of an evolving Elliott wave triangle, which is this internal wave 4 in yellow that I just showed you on the larger time frame. And how is a triangle normally formed? So a triangle pattern is typically formed as a so-called A, B, C, D, E structure. So there are different ways how triangles can form. There are expanding triangles, there are so-called running triangles, but most of these come down to most of these form as very simple contracting triangles. And that means it's a series of higher lows and lower highs, and at the end, there's one more higher low, in this case, because it would ideally break to the upside, and that would be the so-called E wave. This E wave has likely not formed yet. We're likely still in wave D of the triangle in the yellow scenario. We should also answer the question, when does the yellow count get invalidated? Which level now has to hold in order to keep this a valid scenario? And it's very important to maintain an overall bullish perspective here, that the market holds above the 20th of December low. That's the C wave low, and that's at around $1.96. This level really needs to hold, whatever happens now, because if it doesn't hold, we're breaking down. It wouldn't invalidate the larger degree thesis or overall assumption that this is a wave 4, but it would invalidate the idea of an Elliott wave triangle. Yeah, because again, I told you higher lows, lower highs, and if there is a lower low, obviously it invalidates it. Then we have to look for alternatives, and it could still be a wave 4 as highlighted here in blue, but it would be a different structure, not a triangle, but just probably a WXY structure or something similar. All right, so that is that. And now we have to dive into the microstructure. And the microstructure tells us, as per the previous update earlier today, that we could easily get one more high. Now the problem is I've really literally run out of wave degrees here. I can raise the degree, let's just do it so it's a bit clearer, because I want to share with you the micro structure. Now, as I said in the last update earlier today, or yesterday it was, we could easily get one more high here in this C wave within wave D, yeah? But the question is, what is the exact micro count? I mean, that's, in my view, not very easy to determine here. Could be that this is a diagonal forming, but for me, it looks as if we could get one more high at least, yeah? So this could be a 1, 2, 3, maybe here even some kind of a triangle in wave 4, and then one more high in wave 5. And the next upside levels, you need to know about these next upside levels that we have to pay attention to. And we have already found resistance around the previously mentioned targets between 242 and 245. Above, we've got the descending trend line here that's coming down. I've got 254, I've got 261, and 262 as next upside targets to watch, yeah? And this here might be a small triangle in a triangle. Now also, it's important to have some kind of a support area maybe. Is there some kind of a support area we could watch? Nothing that's really close, I think. But the only support area I could offer here for an internal fourth wave is this one. And it's between 222 and 233. But really, I can only confirm below 222 that the E wave has started. So that might be a bit late, right? Because the E wave could be quite short. But that's how I see at the moment the XRP chart. Main takeaway is we're probably still in a sideways range. We could test those higher levels here, which I mentioned. It takes a break below 222 to confirm the next leg down is starting. In this E wave then, which would complete the triangle before it breaks out to the upside, at least in the yellow scenario, the market must hold above that 195 level, because any break below 195, any break below that level will invalidate the yellow structure. That's the invalidation point. So that's how I see XRP at the moment. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.